Good morning. Hi. We are continuing where we left off. I'm literally recording this back to back. Spoiler alert. Just easier for me to do videos in one sitting. So, this is Slay the Princess. If you did not watch the first part, you can watch it here. If you did watch the first part, then you know what happened. So, we attempted to slay the princess and we died. Horribly died. And now we're doing it again as the the first time it was the stranger. Now we're doing the nightmare. So I think she might have revived us. She's gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
He doesn't remember.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then
maybe it's best to keep it that way.
What if he hears us?
Voice of paranoid. We have a new voice.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit.
So, give me 1 second. I got a message from my stepmom. I'll be right back.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Okay. Turn on and leave. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but
Why
fine,
should I bother
I'll
doing
indulge
anything?
you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Actually, we did listen to you.
Oh, we listened to you all right. Worst decision of our incredibly short life. We tried to slay her, we really did, but she was going to kill us. It was either lock her in the basement or let her finish beating us to death. No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Good question. That is actually a really
Do you
good
think
question.
the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I mean, we died first. It didn't matter.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Let's talk about the princess. Let's turn around and leave. I'm going to save it because I have a feeling if we turn around and leave, we're going to get into the paradoxical ending.
This is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine. Oh, yeah, so it's basically I'm actually pretty okay with the road ending. I realize the coming of a new dawn. Be on our own. I'm gonna walk away.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Probably gonna have to reload the game if it does the same thing.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yeah, we're gonna run into the cabin.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the...
Okay, so I'm going to reload it because I have a feeling, I don't know. I got a feeling we're gonna do a big loop. I don't want to do the big loop, so we're gonna reload.
Just be quick about it.
Okay. Just being around her in the end shut down all my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that? The quote from the last time, she just... To quote you from the last time, just how is a princess? She's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
To quote you from last time.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and
This guy's useless! You're being cagey. What are you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
You're not.
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him.
I do believe
Stop
paranoia.
talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already. No, you should do anything but that. We know what's waiting for us in that basement. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
God. People locked her away. Why couldn't they, Slayer? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
I don't believe you.
You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us?
Paranoia, ask the right question.
I kinda like being special.
I don't.
Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here.
True, I am. Voice of hero, voice of
I'm
paranoia.
not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is.
Bro, I hate that. I hate that so
And
much.
for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay. So, I have a feeling you're supposed to turn around and leave, but I'm worried it's gonna loop into a circle and we're gonna get the paradoxical ending again. We'll save it here and continue, and I'll come back later if it is something different.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I
Okay.
don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
True.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceed to the cabin. Okay. So I'm trying to avoid the paradox ending again. So I have a feeling Mira's gonna be here, right? Mira's there.
The interior
knife.
of the cabin is plain.
Table's been moved.
The
There's no
smooth
door.
wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is
There's
a
no
lone
windows.
table knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
I'm not even joking. I really like the idea of this. Hero fails and has to redo it, but it's different. It's slightly changed. I like the idea of this. This cabin's different than I remember being. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Let's do this one.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Oh god. He didn't see the mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
I want to see how handsome I am. Why would you lie about there not being a mirror? But it's clearly right there. What's the point? It doesn't matter. Approach the mirror. This gave can I quick save? Quick save.
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Can we fuck the princess? We died with the princess? So cabin is different than how I remember it. Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah.
He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality. Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Is she gonna be the same? Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
That's the wall.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
It's her hand. Bird
Can you
hand.
make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Yeah, oh god. Here's the question. Do we take the knife this time? We'll take the knife.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Can we throw it out the window? Is that an option?
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Oh god. Yeah, so we don't have the option to throw it out the window this time. Okay. Oh.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Oh, this
More
is
eyes,
creepy.
too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. We're just going to kill her. Miss Nerd seems to think that I can do it. I don't know why you're telling me such pessimistic stuff right now. Step off into the void between the stairs. Oh, I gotta do that. Step off.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. Falling into it seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared.
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything?
Oh, now it makes you go downstairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Okay.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Can we go back?
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
You really are a demon in this one. Go left, do nothing, go back the way you came. Save.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Oh wow.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Oh god. The nightmare. This is the nightmare variant of the princess. Finish the demo with the nightmare. Oh god, that is horrifying. Oh, so we turn around and we get instantly met with the nightmare? Oh god, this is such a good game. It's just so interesting. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Go right.
You turn to the right.
Okay.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think!
Okay.
Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Oh, this is so cool. So she's like The nightmare variant. I'm guessing she's all cool. Nightmare. Okay, so that's the nightmare version again. I think we're pretty much stuck. I don't think we can do anything else. Yeah, we're gonna reload the save. We'll go left. Yeah. Yeah. No matter what you do, it's just a game over. Do nothing.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are. I told you I was going.
As the princess approaches,
Yeah, so basically, we are stuck. Okay, so that is the ending for this playthrough. I'm kind of wondering what happens if we were to just do some other choices. So this is what I'm wondering. If we were to reload here, finish the job, and give up.
you and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
That's such a cool idea.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
Okay. The adversary. So, we know.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. So we know whatever we do on the first day changes the second day, or the second chapter. Wait, I've already excluded them.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Hear his
If
voice.
he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
What do we get now? What voice do
You
we get?
know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
We don't have a second voice.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
So we do have a second
That's
voice.
the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's assume tell the truth. We already know this. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine.
already asked
I'll
those.
indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Yeah.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
We actually did listen to you.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
What consequence?
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
They get hit by a van.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
He has a point.
I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
I have so many questions. We killed each other last time. How can I make sure this doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me.
I did listen to you.
Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Wait, there is a bunch of silent options. What if we were to just reload the game and only do silent options and just go in color? Beat me to death.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of stubborn.
Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
Locked in the basement. What is this place? We already asked all these. We can ask
People locked her in that basement.
People
and I
locked in the
told you.
basement. I think this. Yeah, we're just gonna go.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole.
Yeah. Turn on the leave. So what makes me wonder. We never met her in my first playthrough, right? What happens if we were to just simply leave? Well, we'll continue on because this is gonna be different from last time.
Warning. She
We're
will
going
lie.
further.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, you got me there.
Are you sure about that?
I'm skipping the extra dialogue. We've already seen
The
it.
point
once.
of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Is the mirror gonna be there? How is the room gonna differ this time? It'll be the same room. We didn't lock her in her this time. Oh,
The
it's way
cabin
different.
is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
There's a mirror here. You just said about the mirror. That's all happens different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Okay.
So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Yeah, this theory. Approach the mirror. We'll take that.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
I like the idea that he doesn't see this.
What are
I'm
you
doing
talking
this
about?
in case
This
it
isn't a
changes.
It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
So I'm guessing the princess is more of a combatant princess. Take the blade, enter the basement. So I am wondering what the difference is here. We're gonna take the blade.
You You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah. Enter the basement. There was an option last time where we could throw the weapon outside the window.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Okay. I really like this looping narrative, even though we're getting the repeat dialogue. It's still interesting. I need to actually get
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
She's a combat princess.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Why not both? You're forgetting. Yeah,
As you
she's
descend
a
the final
demon.
step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Is it just me, or does she look stronger than she used to? Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Yeah. You did
This
that last time.
We're ready for her.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I like her. She's a demon. The adversary. So I think this is where the game ends here. Yeah. To be continued. Finish the demo of the adversary. So I'm wondering. Oh, it's a cute little picture down there. Little cute little demon. I'm wondering what would happen. That one was like less interesting than like. And it was an okay ending. I like the character, but we didn't actually get to see a bunch of extra stuff. Like the ending before this with all the eyeballs and stuff, super cool. Really good game. I like this game. This game is actually really cool. Okay. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun playing it. We are going to probably play it a few more times to see the other endings. Apparently there are 10 endings. We got the Who Am I? We died in the first game. We got the Who Am I? We got the Stranger, the Nightmare, and the Adversary. Yeah, apparently there is an ending just for leaving on the second playthrough round, so we're gonna do that one. Manifest a gun for the enemy to kill me with. You believe you gave her a knife. Staring contest. Have a staring contest with the princess. There's a bunch. The damsel, the razor, the prisoner, the tower, the witch. The specter. Can't believe you actually did that. Why? I think it's still throwing out the window. In the beast. That actually scared me. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you later. A lot of fun. This is a very fun game. Yeah. Bye-bye.